Well, this is the third time I've tried to record a video. This has been interesting. I don't know if it's my camera or what the fuck. Anyway, hello. As you can see, I am not wearing makeup. I'm not feeling my best. Not feeling like a motherfucking player, apparently. But I am here to talk because I need to do something somewhat productive. Anyway, so, hi. Welcome to the crazy world. Anyways, past few days have been a little rough. Been dealing with death in the family, and feeling like crap, and trying to have the energy and motivation to get this house that I'm currently living in cleaned and pulled together. I am under Section 8. They have to approve whatever house I live in, and I had to move rather suddenly this winter because of extensive mold damage to the other house I was living in, and it was causing some pretty not fun health issues. I ended up in the emergency room with a migraine that lasted over 2 weeks. Couldn't breathe. It felt like I was breathing through water. And my children were complaining of headaches, and constantly with the runny nose and the grossness there. I lived there for 3 years. It was quite interesting to find out what the hell I was living in. It was all in the roof part there, and just black. There was no wood left. It was so gross. Anyway, so I beat feet, packed my shit, got the hell out of there, and moved into this place that my friend has. And he's in the military, and hoorah, will be there for until the end of his career, probably another 8 to 10 years. Meanwhile, he has this property here with a house that has nobody in it, and it seems like a great opportunity. However, it's been filled to the brim with stuff. Just stuff. In the back of the house there was a little shop. When the shop closed, everything ended up in the house. And yeah, I'm kind of, sorting, organizing, packing, cleaning, unpacking, moving, trying to keep up with the regular housework of laundry and dishes and cooking food and get my children up and ready for school and getting them there and the bus and all the other good stuff. But I have a lot of problems getting all this done because I'm in immense pain all the time. For 6 years now, I've been in daily torment, and I guess they call it fibromyalgia, also arthritis, and I'm disabled as of last July. I'm 31. I'm too young for this shit. And right now my fucking feet hurt like fire. They're achy. I don't even know how to explain it. It hurts. It just hurts. And it's getting very tiring. And it's also getting very tiring dealing with a healthcare system that doesn't look for cures and only treats the symptoms. And yeah, I'd like to know how to fix this, not just mask it with medication. You know, I do exercise. I'm trying. I love to dance and spin poi. Look it up, POI. Fire dancing. That's just another name for it. Anyway, you know, and I do it when I can, when I feel up to it, but that's not very often. So I know I'm not doing myself very good, but at the same time, if I can't control my energy levels and my mental function as well, I'll never get off my ass and do anything. It sucks. It fucking hurts all the time. And I'd like to find out how to stop it, but doctors, you know, I'd like to find out what it is first. I mean, I really don't think fibromyalgia is the answer, but because they can't find anything on their normal conventional tests that, you know, my insurance at the time was Medicaid, so, you know, they don't even want to touch you anyway. Fuck them. Damn, you know, I'm sick, I'm injured, I'm just like everybody else. Why do I have to get treated like crap because I have a different fucking insurance? And now I have Medicare, which is slightly better. I've been able to get a few more doors open. But again, you know, it's government insurance, and doctors aren't going to get paid what they want to get paid, so they don't want to touch me. Plain and simple. They scratch their heads at me because I have so many things going on all at once, you know, pain and mental sicknesses, PTSD, bipolar, and borderline personality. I'm still going in for psych tests to go get more and see what the hell, you know, because this really seems like too many. But this is what the doctors do. They give you labels so that they can prescribe you medicines and send you out the door and make their money too. And that's really hard to deal with. So, and yeah. And not only that, but the only other alternatives are, you know, your alternatives for pain relief are so little. You know, you have narcotic medications, which I've been down that road before, and the only thing they're good for is a break, a short span of time to kind of relax the body enough to do a few things. But at the end of the day, you've ended up doing more than you should have and end up hurting yourself more, so it's not really going to help you in the long run. And then of course, you know, the addictive nature of it, and your body's ability to grow a tolerance and the need for more will eventually happen. It's a nasty cycle, and I definitely understand why people do what they do to get that medication, that drug into their system. You know, if it's going out and buying it on the street, or if it's going and stealing it from pharmacies, or even own family members I've seen. Oh God. I've seen some pretty shitty things in my time concerning narcotic medication. I don't want that. I could care less if I took another one in my entire life. I mean, I know it's going to happen, and I'm not denying that it's not a nice break every once in a while, but it doesn't work long term. You need help. You need real, long-term, effective assistance, one way or another. You know, it's been mentioned that I try the DBT therapy. Now, I live in Maine, There aren't that many groups around, and the ones that you do find are usually full and have a waiting list, so I've been put on one or two, and still waiting. I'm now also being referred to a fucking pain clinic. This will be the second time I've done this. I don't really look forward to it or relish the thought, because the last time I went to one, they had me on 11 different medications all at the same time, and I didn't know which end was up. I went nothing fast. It didn't help. I was in pain still, and it just wasn't good. So anyway, I don't know what the answer is. And people have asked me, well, how do we help you? You don't know what you need for help. Well, how am I supposed to know what I need for help if I don't know what's out there for help? They don't. I know, sometimes it doesn't work with the words and things. One of the many reasons why I don't always necessarily think that fibromyalgia is necessarily the diagnosis. I keep looking, I keep researching myself, because my doctor has told me that she doesn't want to look for answers, because, in her words, what good is it going to do me? Why do I want to know? No matter what, basically I'm going to be in pain, so what does it matter what the name of it is? I want a fucking name. I want to know what's wrong with me. I want to function at least 50% better than I am right now. 50% right now would be beautiful, And I get treated like a drug addict because I've had painkillers before. I'm not a drug addict. When they stopped giving it to me, did I go to a hospital? No. Did I take the fucking Suboxone or methadone that I've watched other people chase for years after they started taking them? No. I did just fine. Withdrawal sucks. It's just physical and a little bit of crying jag, and you have a few rough days there, but eventually your body sweats it out and you get the fuck over it. I think a lot of people don't do it that way because they're afraid of the pain, and I don't blame them. It is painful. But I'm always in pain, so what the fuck does it matter either way? Anyways, I'm gonna stop this rant. I'll make another one. Ciao.